Pirates. Welcome to another Battle Pirates weekly update. Today is Wednesday, June the 3rd, 2020. I'm going to start talking about the update notes. The upgrade was deployed last night, June 2nd. A few key things there. Of course, they implemented all the content for Pillage, meaning now we can see the new weapon for the skirmish hull. We can see the new upgrades for the Praetorians. It's all available in game already. We'll talk about that a little more detail in a moment. There is the good old Mega Hull campaign for the week, and the Son of Poseidon campaign as well, which is content for the Pegasus, which by now is a fairly old fleet. Most people should be into the Zealots already, but if you're still relying on the Pegasus, Mastery is good because it can give you some upgrade tokens, and that's pretty much it. In terms of content changes, they've reverted the repair time on your base to normal. So up to this update yesterday, bases were instantly repairing even if they were defeated. And now they're going to go back to their normal, I think it's about 10 hours time to fully repair a base. So that's going back to normal. And the level 109 and 95 targets on the map for base parts and titanium respectively are back to paying their normal values of like 30k titanium, and I think it's 300k base parts. Other than that, some bug fixes, some of them related to PvP, and that's it as far as the update goes. So let's take a look now into the CM diary written by Gilly and published on Monday, 2 days ago. They're still talking about HTML5. It's kind of important actually, and I started giving it some time. I'm still playing primarily on Flash, but I am trying HTML for like half an hour a day or something like that. It's still buggy, but it's important that we report all of these bugs, because by December or January, I believe, Adobe will no longer support Flash. Most browsers, most platforms will not allow us to run Flash anymore because of security issues that won't be patched anymore. And I believe all software like Battle Pirates that's based on Flash do mandatorily have to move off of it. If by then the HTML platform is not stable, it's not high quality, we really won't have a choice. So I'd rather find and report the bugs now, a little bit here, a little bit there, while I can still revert back to Flash when everything's get ugly. And so by December, Kixeye will have their stuff together and this platform will be good to play on. They gave some information about the June raid, although the raid's not this week. It starts on June 10th in a week. But they're just saying that's going to be the last raid for the Zealot as a main ship. It's the last assault raid in the cycle. And the top prizes will be the Mutineer, the new skirmish hull we're going to be using in July and August. The new weapon for the Mutineer, not the limited, but the regular weapon, is called the Drum Roll Gatling Gun. The Liberty Belt special and the Justice System, which is going to be a limited special. I don't know if any of them will replace the open water warfare battery. So I'm still collecting those from Forsaken Mission because they're limited and I didn't have enough. Probably I'll have to use it on the Mutineer. We'll learn about it soon. And here's a preview of the Mutineer. Looks Legion to me. I don't know if it's Legion or Forsaken, but it's either or. Some other changes, they're still talking about the changes in the rules for PvP for base hitting. Just remember, the most powerful turrets you can have, these 3, are available in Forsaken Mission along with the HT Transformer, 1 per week, 3 turrets per week. There's a maximum of 5 of each you can have and use. And they fixed a whole bunch of bugs, I'm not going to read one by one, related to base hitting, including situations where metals were not being exchanged and fleets were not working and turrets that should not be firing over mountains were firing over mountains. The key highlight actually, it's about the SAW factory. So they're finally giving us a little bit more information, including the fact that it comes live in 2 weeks. So this week now we had update 10.23. Update 10.24 is going to be for the raid tribunal, and then 10.25 the week after raid, when we normally have VXP weekend, they're going to release the SAW factory. And the key thing they're saying here is it allows you to place mines or undersea defensive objects in our base. So it's another defensive tool for base defenders to make the lives of the attackers harder. We'll see how long it takes to build, how it works in details. Once it's released, it's only 2 weeks away. And then finally, a weird June special event, something about pineapples. We'll be hitting some sort of boss pineapple target. That's all we seem to know here. These are usually fun, and the prizes are usually just skins, so we'll see. It shouldn't be anything mandatory. Then the memes, upcoming calendar. We know the Pillage is starting today, and Tribunal starts next week. And then we're going to have this special event along with VXP weekend with the pineapple thingy. And then the SAW factory comes out, and finally 3 weeks from now it's Bounty 33. Last but not least, we have here the Pillage briefing. Pillage starts today, and we're going to be able to redeem up to 10 of these limited weapon for the mutineer. As we usually know, the limited weapons are at least 10% stronger than the regular weapon we'll have in raid next week. So I recommend you get 10 now, and then probably there's going to be 10 more in the raid, and then probably 10 more in Pillage, and that's enough for the whole fleet. We have the stats. It's a Gatling gun, nothing new here, nothing exciting. This is exciting. We're getting X1 upgrades for the Praetorians. Looking at the numbers, it makes them a lot more tankier than they are today, which for a few weeks probably is going to feel very good once you get it done. But then Kixeye certainly is going to start cycling out the existing targets, such as the 141 in FM, and they're going to start cycling in even more powerful targets, which probably are going to keep the balance exactly where it is today. But for a few weeks, we might feel like we have a much stronger Praetorian fleet. The key point on the flagship is the aura, so I would definitely do the flagship first, because it has an aura that alone gives a lot more resistance to all 5 ships in the fleet, and it gives all ships a 25% chance of critical rocket hits. It's almost like having an extra ship in the fleet, actually. Targets as usual, we're going to need the Riots and the Praetorians for the top 2 targets, and 5k points each, and when you do a pair you get extra 10, so it's 20k per set. If you're not up there, you can use Silverfish, Inferno Dragons, and older ships to do the low level targets. You know, there is the limited weapon, the Freedom Fist, weird name, Gatling gun. If you didn't get the Hell Swarm in Bounty, you can get 2 now. It's not clear if people with 3 will be able to get 2 more and make it 5. That I don't know. The Salamander Mortar, and there are Praetorian upgrade tokens. With 8 days of tokens, you certainly should be able to get one of them done instantly. And for the flagship, the Imperator's Praetorian, there's 4 days. This upgrade probably takes about 8, so this is only going to take you halfway there. You know, and that's it. I mean, Zealot related technology if you need. Gatekeeper and the Deathbolt Scattergun if you still need some. And some structure build tokens at a very, very expensive price tag. But that's primarily it. People won't be able to change alliances, and that's all we know for now. A few final things, talking about the Praetorian upgrades. So first of all, remember, it's good if you have your Intel Lab upgraded. It does reduce your hull upgrade time. And there is another reduction on top of that one for hulls tier 0 to 9. The Praetorian is within that range. So the more you upgrade it, the bigger this reduction is. I'm at 15% on the newer reduction, plus 15 on the base one. People with more will have bigger reductions. So looking at the Praetorian, so my flagship is U3 right now. If I hit upgrade, I can see it's a 9-day upgrade. We're gonna have 4 days of tokens in Pillage. I can also see that I have no kits, and you need the kits. The good news is you can get them, kits, from Forsaken Mission. The current cycle ends today in a few hours, but then a new cycle starts. You go on prizes, prize pool 5. You have this Praetorian Upgrade kits, and we should have here the Imperator Praetorian kits as well. So it's 55, I'm gonna get 2 of those, which should land me at 110, and that should be enough to upgrade. So let's go back there. You see now I have enough kits to upgrade. That's an important bit if you intend to do it anytime soon. So you get the extra deflections to everyone from the aura, and the base extra deflection on the flagship too. So you get 10,000 here and 10,000 from the aura, right? Which is a good upgrade from the 6,800 we had before. It's 3,200 more. So remember, it's not 10,000 on top of what you have, it's the total extra 10,000 plus the aura. And the aura gives you the critical hit, so that's pretty good. For the regular Praetorians, instead of 9 days, it's probably shorter. So let me take a look here, upgrade, 6 days. So like I said, the 8 days of tokens you'll see in Pillage is enough for you to do one of those instantly. Again, also check if you have enough kits for 4 ships. It's 60 per times 4, 240. So in my case here, I have enough. All right, I hope this was helpful, pirates, and see you next week for another update. Take care.